Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baruch Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutation to Yakim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Slakia. So, when I go in this article, I'm going to read it, then I'm going to go into some scriptures afterwards. So this is from Our Day, which is a big media news platform in Holland. So the title is Amazon cuts more than 80,000 jobs, biggest job reduction in company history. Online retailer Amazon is going to cut more than 18,000 jobs, CEO Andy Jassy informed the employees about this. It is the largest job cut in Amazon's history and is a new signal that the major tech companies are going through a turnaround. Several large rounds of layoffs have already been announced in the sector in recent months. Amazon had already indicated in November that staff would be laid off, with the CEO indicating that he could say more about this at the beginning of the new year. American media at the time reported that the Seattle-based company would cut about 10,000 jobs. According to Jesse, the round of layoffs is necessary because of the uncertain economy and because the web store group quickly hired staff during the pandemic. During the C-19 pandemic, consumers ordered products en masse from the web shop. To meet that explosive demand for deliveries, Amazon global workforce doubled between 2020 and 2022, but now Amazon expects lesser times due to the decreasing purchasing power and possible economic recession. Some of the Amazon layoffs will be in Europe, Jesse said, adding that affected employees will be notified from January 18. Amazon sales arms and the department that deals with the recruitment of new employees seem to be particularly affected. Jesse went on to say that the sudden announcement of the round of layoffs was made because one of our teammates leaked this information externally. The changed economic situation has already led to layoffs at the technology companies. For example, Elon Musk recently slashed Twitter's workforce. Meta, Facebook parent company, also announced a reorganization last year. In addition, 11,000 jobs will disappear, about 13% of the total workforce. Earlier this week, it was announced that enterprise software maker Salesforce plans to reduce its 80,000 person workforce by about 10% as customers become more cautious about their spending. Amazon's layoffs are the biggest of the recent workforce cuts in the US technology sector, but Amazon also has by far the most staff. At the end of September, the group had more than 1.5 million employees worldwide. That excluded seasonal workers who are recruited during periods of increased activity, particularly during the holiday season. I think that was about it. Yeah. So, I could jump to basically second Esdras 9 and 1. Measured out the time diligently by itself. Let me grab it because I'm kind of butcher it already. Because that's what we do. By seeing these news articles, it shows us the times that we are in. Like this news article, for example, There's a lot going on. Ukraine, everything's been getting ready for the MOTB, the M to the A to the R to the K to the O to the F to the T to the H to the E to the B to the E to the A to the S to the T. Everything's been ready, set ready for it. So this is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And don't forget all the riots that have been going on. People fighting against the government, people getting sick of the government, New Year's Day, even here in Holland, people got beat down and stuff, Edomites crying about the police brutality, this and that, A lot of stuff was going on in Germany. So, and not only concerning New Year's Day, just look at Iran, People are rioting against the government. Brazil was a lot going on, Peru, just to name a couple of things, So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil's days come not. So this is the time to come back to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, because it's going to be horrible. And when you're too late, you are too late. Like in the days of Noah. Let me jump real quick to the book of Romans. Slovakia. Throat is kind of messing up. Let me see. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Yeah, because we are close to the end than we realize. We don't realize how close we are to the end. Our days of salvation, the time for Yahushua to come back is very close. It's nigh. It's very close. So let me see. Back to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the house goes back to the economy, and the people are trembling right now, and the strong man shall bow himself, and the grinders cease. Yeah, like grinding meal and stuff. It cease everywhere. They're cutting jobs all over the world. Here in Holland also. How many stores just closed down every day. You read articles about because now they do it because of the energy prices, so you got all these bakeries that stop, a lot of, especially bakeries, a lot of them, they just went out of business. I saw an article today about a dude, he had a family company for like 70 years, and he said, yeah, we have to stop because due to the energy bill, we are not it's not possible for us to continue. And in the article, he said, of course, Esau's always the victim, so he makes the story even thicker. So talking about he didn't have the nerve to tell it his father. But yet you are in the newspaper, so yeah, that's bullshit anyway. But it's beautiful because I also remember an article of a female with a bakery who committed suicide because she couldn't pay the bills, This are the times that we live in. And there's also another thing going on. Let me jump to the book of Deuteronomy. Let me see. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. So you see all these things that we had been suffering, because don't forget, we still at the bottom, we still at the tail, but you see that the things are, that the curses started to lift up, that Esau also started to feel it, Esau gets in poverty. I saw articles about elderly couple who were evicted from the house. You had like I call it living, well, like neighborhoods. They just the I call it the vendors or whatever. I don't know how you call it in English. Basically the company who let the people rent the houses. They told the people that they're gonna break all those houses down, and they have a housing problem here. While the country be flooding with immigrants. With refugees, so called. Especially from Ukraine. It's funny, people are mad angry, talking about, yeah, I can get no house, waiting for years. Now see these people getting house and pocket money, everything in there. It's beautiful, man. Real beautiful to see them suffer. So back to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow himself, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And looking to the windows, that means you're looking in the future, and the future is darkened. Yeah, for the majority of the people on this planet Earth, the future is darkened. Yeah, because look, man, the children of Israel, a majority of our people right now need to die, and they're gonna die in horrible death. But eventually in the kingdom they shall come back. But on this side here, they're gonna suffer horrible, man. If you don't come back to Yahweh Basham Yoshai, it's hard times ahead. As even the scripture said that the elect shall scarcely be saved. So what about those who don't believe, who don't want to obey, who don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability? Who don't want to come close to Yahweh Basham Yoshai? What about those? So that should already make you realize, like, even if you want to please Yahweh Basham Yahushai, it's going to be hard. But what about those who don't want to? Especially if you heard about this word, man, it's going to be horrible on them, yeah? Majority of the people need to die anyway. Because for a lot of shit, death is the only cure, man. And the door shall be shut in the streets, yeah. Like, like a year ago or 2 years ago, you had all these lockdowns going on all over the world, These times are coming, but they're getting ready to make the MOTB mandatory. They're gonna shut everything up because they already tested during the C-19. They test the whole system with the QR codes, everything, They test the whole system. How they can monitor people, control people, allow people, so many people in a room, this and that. You have to stand in line everywhere for your groceries, waiting. Esau, man. Goddamn devil. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, and if you listen to nowadays music, it's garbage, man. It's garbage. This new music is garbage, man. But yeah, man. Basically, I just wanted to go in this article, So Amazon is ready, and Amazon is a very famous store, Webwinkle. It's very famous. Everybody knows about it. So yeah, a lot of people are about to go, man. And this is, you see it everywhere, man. Everywhere they keep cutting down. They keep shrinking, It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's going to be hard, but it's beautiful, man. All praise to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, man. It's beautiful that, and Yahweh Ratazah, we're going to make it, Yahweh Ratazah, we're going to make it. So yeah, man, I'm going to leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Baruch HaKodesh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things, and salutations to Yakim across the earth for doing his work, his sincerity and the truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.